Hi, welcome to Gary's Hobby Studio. In this video, I want to talk about VPNs. I see a lot of ads on different YouTubers that I follow, and it's commercials for VPNs. And I totally get that, like I said, they're making money. I mean, I would do them too. The difference is because of the fact that I work in the IT field. And I'm not saying everybody is like that, but a VPN, I don't like the fact that the VPN ads are saying that, oh yeah, if you use a VPN, nobody will get your data. They can't monetize against your data, blah, with your data, blah, 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 yakety smackety, all that bullshit. That's not the case. Because basically a VPN is an encrypted tunnel. Your computer's here, your endpoint is here, okay? Everything within that tunnel that it sets up between your computer and the server of your provider, whether it's NordVPN, private internet access, all that stuff. Yes, everything's encrypted. But when it hits the server at whatever site, whether it's Chicago, New York, wherever it's going to pop out from, it's got to come out of that encrypted tunnel to be able to get to Facebook, your email, your, YouTube, all that stuff, because all those sites do not reside within that encrypted tunnel. All that encrypted tunnel is a way to protect your data from, say, packet sniffers. Like if you're at a Wi-Fi, like a Starbucks, good example. Okay. And what happens there is that you attach to their open Wi-Fi. You'll see the name. They give you the password, or it's completely open. You just attach to it. You don't even need a password. The thing is, if somebody sits in there, they can attach the same Wi-Fi that you are, and they can packet sniff everything. Even then that's debatable. Even if the website is encrypted, I guarantee there's going to be some open, unencrypted form where they could possibly get usernames, passwords. I mean, they could even hack into your machine because it's on an open connection and not encrypted. That is where I recommend using a VPN, because this way, when you're there, any packet sniffers, they're just going to see a bunch of randomized gobbledygook representing your data because it's all encrypted. But if you use Facebook while you're on the VPN, Facebook still knows where you're going, what you're doing, and everything like that. So what you do on Facebook, Facebook is still monetizing it. If you use YouTube, YouTube knows what you're doing. If you go to Amazon, it's the same thing. Any site you end up coming out of said VPN tunnel to access, and then it sends it back to that VPN provider server so it can re-encrypt it and send it back down to you. Those sites know what you're doing. So I don't like the disingenuous nature of the way they say that, that they're like, yes, if I'd use a VPN here on my home, if I'd set it up on pfSense, yeah, Verizon can't monetize my data by what websites I go to and how long I visit them and, all that stuff. So yeah, my ISP doesn't get it. Any kind of hacker, which considering it's in my house, I seriously doubt I'm not saying a hacker couldn't, because it probably could, but it's not as likely. But yeah, the internet providers isn't monetizing from my data. A hacker can't packet sniff. As far as man in the middle, I read up I searched for it, and there was like conflictions. Like one forum I saw had two answers. One said, yes, it'll protect from man in the middle, and the other one's like, well, there are some vulnerabilities, and it listed them. And so as far as man in the middle, I don't know, and I'm not going to say yes or no either way. It's just what I looked at. But I know for packet sniffing, I know for somebody sitting at a Starbucks Wi-Fi and just using a packet sniffer like Wireshark or something like that to analyze packets, yes, it'll protect you from that. But to say that Facebook isn't going to monetize from your data, that YouTube and Google won't, or any web browser, like, if you use Brave, they're going to be able to monetize because you're using the Brave browser to connect to websites online, so they're going to get it regardless. It's just going to come from a different IP address. It's not going to say, hey, it's Gary at blah, blah, blah's internet provider, wherever I am. That's all. So, and like I said, I mean, I understand why they do the advertisements on their channels because, it helps them make extra money. And which is, hey, if I had advertisers, I'd do the same thing. I'd just be upfront and honest with them and go, look, I know what this does. I know what it can't do. And I'm not going to say that it's going to protect your data from people trying to monetize and make money from it. I'm not going to lie to people about it. So that's why I had to do this, because I see these VPN ads everywhere, and it's just, I just hate it. I just hate that part of it. I mean, if they want to sell, yeah, it'll protect you from hackers trying to packet sniff and try to steal your passwords that way, or, pull your data out of the air when you're at a public Wi-Fi or something like that. Yeah, I'm all for that. I just don't like the disingenuous that it's going to keep, advertisers from getting a hold of your data and using it to monetize and make money off of it. I mean, that's just my take on it. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure about the man-in-the-middle attacks, because like I said, I'd have to do more research on that. But I just at least wanted to let you all know that that as far as, like I said, keeping Google and Facebook and all the others and Microsoft from, going, oh, well, Gary spent this amount of time at Amazon, and Joe Schmo spent this much time at Facebook, and somebody else on Twitter. And they're still going to get it. You're using those sites. So they're recording all that information when you connect. Because of tracking cookies, your login account information. I mean, if these were open where you didn't need an account to, view things on Facebook and Twitter and all that stuff, guess what? They would just go, anonymous user visited this on Facebook and saw this on Twitter and this on Instagram and watched this video on YouTube. Then yeah, it would be more generic data and they wouldn't have anything specific. But when I use Gary's Hobby Studio and view these videos, then it tailors that experience towards those type, because it sees what I watch. It's no different than what you watch. You guys watching my channel, it's like, oh, okay, so he watched this, so maybe he might like so-and-so's channel here, or something to that effect. And that's how it works. And then they take that and they sell that information to advertisers, that everybody's viewing these channels because they saw this, and then they saw these 60 other channels that have, more followers and blah, 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 and all that stuff. So yeah, obviously those advertisers are going to go, oh, okay, well, let's dump some money into Google because they watch all these channels, and anybody that's with their, partnership program or whatever they call it, where, and that's why some videos that you go to have ads that pop up, and you have to either wait 5 seconds and you can click skip, or they make you watch the whole damn thing, and it's probably up to the advertiser. It's like, do you want it to where they can exit out after 5 seconds, or do you want it to where they have to watch the whole thing? And that's why that happens. And I know there's ad blockers and all that other stuff, but that's just what I want to let you know about VPNs, because like I said, I see it all the time on different videos, and I just don't like it. I mean, be upfront and honest. It's like, if you want to stop somebody from snagging your data out of the air, yes, use a VPN. Definitely recommend it for, open Wi-Fi at different public places. That's 100% correct. the whole thing of, like I said, the monetization of data, it's false in my opinion, and I don't like it. But so that's just my little over 10-minute rant about it, and just figure I'd do a quick video on it. And as I always like to say, guys, have a good day, take care, stay safe out there on the internet, because the internet can be a very ugly place.